I'm nervous. Okay.
Yep.
Hi everyone, so today I'm filming a video that I have literally been putting off for years, like years and years. I haven't filmed this video before purely because I was kind of embarrassed to show what I used to look like, but I don't look like that anymore, and if I can help people that are going through the same thing I went through, then I'm gonna do that. So today I'm filming a video all about my acne story, my Accutane story, kind of everything to do with my skin, because a lot of you guys wouldn't have even known that I suffered with really severe cystic acne for 5 years of my life, from the ages of 12 to 17, and I did actually end up going on Accutane. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything, the whole story about it. Probably the most personal video I'm ever gonna film. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so straight off the bat, I'm just gonna insert a before and after picture for you guys if you clicked on the video to see that. I will insert it now. At this very point when I'm filming this, I don't know what clips I'm gonna put in or anything, because I know some people might be like, oh, that's fake, that's edited or whatever, because I know a lot of YouTubers edit their thumbnails, you know, for clickbait, but I can 100% promise you these photos are real, and I do kind of want to insert the footage as well just so people believe me. It's really annoying that I have to, you know, put proof in, but yeah, this is what I had to go through. So, and when I say acne, I don't mean a few spots, because a few spots isn't acne. Acne is literally where you are completely covered. I always used to watch people's acne story, Accutane story videos, so I thought I'd do my own today. Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of share my story, because I know a lot of you guys wouldn't have even known that I suffered with it for so long. That's kind of proof that you shouldn't believe everything you see on social media, because I literally was going through the most with my skin for like 5 years, and I didn't really share it anywhere. Okay, so where it all started, I think I was about 10 years old when I first kind of got my first spot. I was definitely one of the first people, if not the first person in my year group at school to start getting spots. Obviously at this time it didn't really affect me that much, although I do remember one time this boy, I think it was during like lunchtime or something, like pointing at my face and being like, you have a spot. And I was like, great, thank you. I don't think it affected me that much at the time, but the fact that I can remember it now probably means that it did affect me. But yeah, already at 10 years old, I've already got people pointing it out. It was a few spots when I was like 10, 11 years old. And then when I was like 12, 13 years old, it was basically covering my whole back. And when I say whole back, I mean like my whole back. It was covering my shoulder blades, the back of my neck, all down the middle of my back, my lower back. It was all over my chest, kind of like reaching up the top of my neck. And obviously it was still on my face as well. I would be in so much pain when I had to wash my body, wash my face, or kind of even sleep. Like, I remember really struggling to sleep because I couldn't sleep on my back because it was all over my back. Couldn't sleep on my side because it was all over my shoulders and my shoulder blades. And obviously I had it on my face as well, so it really hurt to sleep. The body acne was always worse. It was worst on my back. I don't know if that's because there's a bigger like surface area, there was more to cover, but it was still bad enough on my face that when people spoke to me at school, that's what they would look at. And I think that's when the kind of like insecurity things started happening. You know, at this point of being like 12, 13, already I had a lot of confidence issues. I felt like my acne made me very shy. Like, if any of you guys went to school with me, you will know that I was very shy during school. How I can explain it to you guys is that my kind of confidence was taken away before I had even any chance to like gain it. It was kind of the little things at school, like when I had to put my hair up for PE, I couldn't really do that because I had acne all at the back of my neck. When getting changed for PE or like dance or whatever, I would always get changed against a wall or in the bathroom so people wouldn't see my, you know, my body acne. So I went to the doctors for the first time and they prescribed me this kind of like topical cream treatment thing that I was meant to apply every night all over my face and my body, and it was so painful. It stinged so much, obviously, because I had so much acne. The thing is with acne treatments is that you always have to give them time to work, so you have to give it kind of like a few months just to see if it's working for you, and if not, you go back. So it is a really time-consuming process, because after a few months that cream was literally doing nothing for me. So I went back and I remember them prescribing me an antibiotic that I could like take. So that didn't work either, and then that was kind of like a repeated cycle over a long period of time. So after trying all of these creams, all of these antibiotics, I was eventually referred to a dermatologist, which is a skin specialist. So I had to go quite far away to go see this dermatologist. Then eventually I got prescribed the contraceptive pill, which obviously was only for skin reasons at this point. I think I was like 13, 14 years old, which actually did a really good job at clearing up my face acne, but my body acne was all still there. I think at this point I was more concerned about clearing up my face because that's what everyone saw at like school and in my YouTube videos. That was kind of like my main worry. And yeah, I just basically dealt with my body acne for a long time. I was still obviously taking the pill and I was really hoping it would clear up my back as well, but it was so stubborn that literally nothing was working for it. So it was a few years later, at the age of like 16, it stopped working for me. My acne basically flared up on my face and my body started flaring up and getting worse as well. So yeah, it got used to that, stopped working, and it basically all came back worse than ever. And at this point at 16, like I just got into my first relationship, I started going out, I wanted to wear the kind of stuff I wanted to wear, and I just couldn't do any of that because like my acne was so bad. I remember there was this one point with my skin where I was like, I've just had enough. I was at this kind of like pool party kind of thing with people I didn't really know that well, and basically all of the girls were like in bikinis and in the pool and stuff, and I couldn't go in because my body, like, anyway, so I couldn't go in the pool. I was literally so hot, and everyone else was having a good time and I just couldn't. And I think that's one of the moments where I was like, this is just, I've literally just had enough. Like, this is so bad and it's ruining my life. So I went back to the doctors and I was like, right, I've literally tried everything, every single antibiotic, every single cream. Nothing is working for me. I've tried everything. And I got them to have a look at it again, and they were like, okay, so we're gonna kind of refer you to this other doctor's. I don't know why I had to go to that doctor's, but I showed her my back and my face and everything and how bad it was, and she was like, oh my god, like I can't believe they haven't prescribed you this sooner. Basically said to me, I'm gonna prescribe you Accutane. And I was like, oh my god, like, I know it sounds really sad, but I think that was one of the best days of my life. Like, that is what I've been wanting to hear for years from doctors. But I think obviously I was really young before, and I think at 16 things kind of start to change. So before you go on Accutane, basically you have to do blood tests and pregnancy tests, because basically you need to see if like you're going to be okay on Accutane for your blood tests. And then with the pregnancy test thing, you had to do them every month as well as the blood tests whilst you're on Accutane. And I actually had to sign a contract saying I wasn't going to get pregnant on Accutane. If you get pregnant on Accutane, basically the baby will die or it will come out severely disformed. So obviously I wasn't going to get pregnant anyway. I took my first Accutane pill in March of 2016. I think I started out on 20 or 30 milligrams just because my skin was so bad, and by the end of the course, 8 months later, I was on 80 milligrams. I think the average period of time for people to be on Accutane is like 5-6 months, but because of like the severity of my skin, I had to be on it 8 months. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into everything revolving Accutane now, but that was kind of like my whole journey towards being put on Accutane. So when I got told I was being prescribed Accutane, I didn't even think about it. Like, I knew I was gonna do it. And a lot of people are really skeptical about going on it because of the side effects. So kind of like put it into perspective, Accutane was originally created as a chemotherapy drug. That's just to kind of put it into perspective about how dangerous it is. Okay, so you might know this if you've been on Accutane or you've watched videos about people going on Accutane, but it gets so much worse before it gets better, and you've just got to ride it out. I knew in the end it was gonna go, so it didn't affect me that much. It took me about 4 months to see any difference whatsoever, like clearing wise. And by month 6/7 was when my body acne started to clear up. And honestly, I cannot even describe to you guys how amazing that feeling was of not having body acne or it clearing up after having it for like 5 years, like really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go into side effects now. The side effects I had on Accutane, the main one I had was dry skin. If you guys didn't know this, when you are on Accutane, it reduces your body's oils by 80%. 80%. My skin was so dry to the point where my lips would literally like crack and bleed if I didn't put lip balm on like literally every 5 minutes. When I used to yawn, the sides of my mouth would split open because they were so dry. I remember there was one time when I was at college and my skin literally fell off. and there is a lot of gross sides to Accutane, but it was, you know, what I was willing to go through to clear my acne. So that was the main side effect. I did get a lot of joint pain and back pain. I remember being really sensitive to everything. Like, I would cry at the smallest things. I don't have anything else written down about my time on Accutane, so to kind of briefly sum it up, it took me 8 months to clear my acne on Accutane. Yeah, that was the best feeling, and I feel like when my acne started to clear up, and when it did clear up, I changed so much as a person. But yeah, I've been through a lot with my skin, so I really want the comment section to be a place where you guys can share your stories, share your experiences and stuff. Definitely leave it in the comments. I read through every single comment I get on my videos. If there's any negativity whatsoever, you're just gonna be like deleted and blocked, because I don't want that on my videos. So yeah, that is everything to do with my acne story, my Accutane experience. Probably some things I've left out, and I'm gonna watch this video back and be like, oh my god, how could you forget that? But for now, that is everything that I could think of that I wanted to mention. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Oh yeah.